I'm gonna tell you right now, I am soft, like I'm dry because I have a rain jacket and bibs on, and my feet are toasty and warm right now. Just saying. Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls. We are ripping down south to go striper fishing. Probably a couple more times this year because it's super fun. But you guys don't like the freaking content. I don't know why you don't like the striper content. I have a couple people that just watch my channel just the striper content. It doesn't make any sense to me. I like doing it. That's why I'm going out and doing it. So this video is actually sponsored by DryCode USA. They make waders, they make boots, they make a couple other things. They sent me a fancy pair of boat boots, waterproof rain boots, that I wore all last week on a very wet family vacation because it literally rained every day. We stayed on a remote island in a little treehouse yurt. It was great, but it literally rained and was cloudy the whole time. But my feet were dry. So that was awesome. I'm gonna show you those boots here in a second. If you wanna hook yourself up with a pair of those boots, use Bend It, all one word, Bend It, on the website for 20% off, or you can use the link on Amazon, either one. Doesn't matter. I've been wearing them for a whole week, like I said, and we're gonna wear them out tonight striper fishing because it's going to rain tonight, I think. That's what the weather people say. So let's see. Hope you guys like the striper content. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a comment below. Please comment below if you want to see more striper content, anything about the video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can see more striper content. Let's go.
How deep did you say it gets at the mouth?
Hi, 30. And I promised you to talk about the new boots. So these are the DryCodes that I've been using for the last week or so. So they are a little dirty, but they're insulated. And they got quite a bit of cushion on the bottom, which I'm not used to. I wear minimal shoes, but they're already dirty. I know that's like, it's a good thing or a bad thing for being in the boat. But they're keeping my feet nice and toasty. It's not warm out here at all. But yeah, if you want to get your DryCodes, make sure you check out their website below. Use Bend It to get 20% off your first order on their website, or you can go directly to Amazon. So they're around like 50 to 60 bucks. But they are keeping my feet toasty and dry currently. So we're gonna start trolling for stripers here in a minute with the live eels. We're only seeing schoolies right now. I'm critiquing his fly fishing techniques here. Let's go. But there is a fish in front of us. Oh, it's a big fish. Oh, he just spooked like no tomorrow, dude. That's a whole school of fish. That's a whole school of fish right there. Those are all fish. Hold on, stop. Oh my goodness, dude. They're all in front of us. Don't move, don't move. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Don't move in the boat. They all just spooked. Oh, I just got thumped. That's safe. They're all right off the bow, dude. I can't do anything. Oh, they're all behind us. They're all right there, dude. Just cast out. They're right under the boat. They're right under the boat. It was like literally getting pulled on, like the tail is getting pulled. Oh. Just ripped it out of my hand, dude. That was insane. So I get this question quite a bit. How do you troll for eels? What are the gear that you use for eels? And I've done this for the last 3 years, and I've kind of got dialed into the setup that works well for me. I know a lot of people do different things and run different lines and stuff like that. But this is my rod and reel setup. So this is a Okuma, let me show you. Okuma Convector. And this is the CV45L. This is a pretty old reel. And I have this strung up with 65-pound braid, I think. Yeah, 65-pound braid with probably some mono backing on there just so I don't have to use all the braid. And then I have a very large barrel swivel on here. And I don't know who makes it, but I'm gonna leave the link for all of this stuff below. So there's a very large barrel swivel. And so this is a polymer knot. You guys know how to do that. And then this is also a polymer knot, and this is about, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet of 50-pound fluorocarbon leader. And this is the Blue Label stuff. I'll leave the link for that below as well. And then I'm running a corrodable 3/0 Gamakatsu circle hook. Now we have to run those up here in New England and most of the places for recreational fishing for catch and release. And just keep in mind, I'm not trolling for schoolies. I'm not trolling for 30-inch fish. I'm trolling for like 35-inch fish. I'm trolling for like 40-inch fish. So this is super heavy gear. And the rod is a Shakespeare ugly stick. And it is a 6.6 medium action. And it's a BWB 1130. I don't know if they make one of these anymore, but I'm gonna leave a link for something that's similar to this below. I use very heavy gear. There's no sense of using a really light, flimsy rod and fighting these fish for an hour. That just kills the fish. So I horse these fish in. I let them play based on the line, right? It's really hard to break this line. And these are all polymer knots in the whole setup. So that's very important to have really good knots. And the polymer knot is just one of the ones that hold. So you have to tie it in a specific order. So you have to do polymer knot for the hook first, then the swivel, and then the braid. And so you gotta loop the whole thing through. And now for eels, so now for the eel part, and this is what the eels look like when you buy, I don't know if the camera can see in there without me spilling all that stuff everywhere, but that's what the eels look like. They can survive out of water for an extended period of time, so when you usually buy them, they don't give you any water, they just stay in the bucket. You want to just splash them with fresh water every once in a while, or salt water, just to keep them revived. And these have been sitting in my driveway for a few hours here, so they do need some fresh water. I like to take a pair of pliers and a dry rag, and I like to grab one kind of right behind the head here. Don't pinch them too hard, it's just to grab them out of the thing. And they are a nightmare to hold. So that's why the dry rag. Get them so their head just pops out of the rag real quick. And then you want to take that circle hook and you want to go through the bottom lip, right to the bottom lip, up through like their nostril kind of area. So just like this. And then the instant you let go of them, they're gonna do this eel thing right here, and this is super obnoxious. So the instant they're like this, you wanna already be trolling before they do this. So this is what the eels do. They just get in all knotted and twisted. You wanna be moving with your trolling motor at least 0.8 miles an hour to like 1.1, I've found, with or without current. So you wanna be going, so this is all tangled up already. The instant you hook them, throw them in the water and start dragging them. Now, if you are doing like drifting with eels, there's a couple things you can do. You can take that same pair of pliers and kind of like crimp their head a little bit, kind of kill them. That stuns them for a little while. They won't do this as much, which is obviously really annoying. Or what you can do is you can take that same rag and whack their head against something, like the side of the boat or a bucket, and that just stuns them a little bit more so they don't get all rowdy and do this, especially if you're drifting them within current. But this is called trolling. So I'm gonna take this one back off the hook and talk about the rest here. So for trolling, I like to troll the flats, so shallow areas, because there's no weight on this line at all. I'm trolling it off the back of the boat. And I prefer to troll, you can either do it with a bait runner. This is not a bait runner. I actually troll with my drag fairly tight. And this is kind of a, see if I can show you the end of the rod here. Kind of a, not a noodle stick rod, but it's got a huge amount of backbone. I'll actually rig it right off the straight of the back of the boat, or I'm gonna hold on to it tight with the drag set, no clicker involved or nothing like that. And that striper, if it's big enough, will come and eat that thing immediately, instantly get hooked up. So the instant he grabs it, he's gonna wanna run and he instantly hooks himself. So I caught a 39-inch one in this video, and this little 3/0 hook was perfectly pinned in their mouth. Now you can run bigger hooks. What I found works best is these little tiny 3/0 ones. They let the eel swim a little bit more natural. And one thing that I found that was slaying fish last year compared to what everybody else was doing around me is I was zigzagging in the boat. So a lot of people that salmon troll or lake trout troll will do figure eights or go zigzag patterns, and that creates kind of slack in your line and lets the eel act a little bit more natural and then slow down, act a little bit more natural and then slow down, or speed up basically. Because what you don't want is the eel to be cruising just straight the whole time. That's not acting natural for a striper. So that's how you troll. Let's get after it and start trolling. Pretty sure it's starting to rain.
Yeah, 100%. Oh!
I'm on. Yep. Yeah. But my drag's not set properly, so I'm. Oh. Yeah, it does. Big head shakes. All right, I'm backing up. Can you turn that light on in the front?
Yep.
Remember how to do that? All right, we're on, guys. We're on, we're on. Oh, he's coming up to the surface. Didn't I just said, guys, we're about to leave. Like, just said he broke off for the 19th time. I have not seen this fish yet. You want to grab the net? Oh, it just dove right back down the bottom. Yeah, get. Sir. And you're very close to that yacht. Okay, let me get up there. Let me get up there.
Yep.
Unfortunately for the camera, I gotta be in your spot.
Yep. You're good. Come up.
That's a nice one. All right, chain spots. 40 inches fit in there. You just gotta do some finagling. $50. Yeah. Hold on. Leave him in the water. Yes, guys! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! All right, I'm putting this on spot lock, which is going to anchor us here. All right, my heart's finally racing, guys. It has been a long, dreary night. It's cold and it just started raining. I just said we were about to go, and I finally caught one. All right, I'm loose, or line's loose.
You want to pick him up?
Get the hook out first for me, if you can. No, I'll get you the pliers. Yeah, if you got one, easy. I got a bump board too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Biggin, guys, biggin. Biggin, biggin. 39er.
Nice. Get her back.
39er, guys. Oh, she's feisty now. Bam. Good? You good, girl? Yeah. I guess so.
That's what I'm talking about.
About time.
You know what time it is now?
Time to go home. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am soft, like I'm dry because I have a rain jacket and bibs on, and my feet are toasty and warm right now. Just saying.